Welcome to the Treehouse Show podcast, your weekly dose of tech and all things Team Treehouse. Welcome to the next episode of the Treehouse Show podcast. I'm your host, Dustin, and just like last week, I'm all by myself today. Today I want to talk about what the Treehouse Show actually is. For some of you, I know this probably came out of nowhere. So let's talk about what it is and how you can get involved with it. For starters, and certainly the easiest answer is the Treehouse Show is all the content that I produce for Treehouse. As of right now, this content includes the podcast that we release every single Tuesday, as well as my live stream sessions over on Twitch that we do every single Thursday at 12 p.m. CST, and we also upload the replays of those live streams directly to YouTube the very next day. And here pretty soon, we are going to be launching the 100 Days of Code series, and this is also going to be under the Treehouse Show umbrella. What I'll do is go over each of these things that I just mentioned and kind of explain a little bit about what each of them are, and then we'll end off with the 100 Days of Code series because I have a lot to share about the series that's coming up. First off is the podcast. If you've been around for a little while now, you'll know that we just started the Treehouse Show podcast, and we're on like episode 5. I think this will be episode 6. And there's really not a whole lot of thought that's going into these episodes other than it's mostly just going to be me and Laura talking about anything and everything Team Treehouse, tech, what we have going on, and just future updates as well as some things that you might have missed. The podcast is super laid back. Some of the episodes might be all about Team Treehouse. Some episodes might just be what's new in tech. We might even have episodes here and there that are a little bit more personal. All in all, I think there's something for everyone in each of these podcast episodes, especially if you are an aspiring developer. We try to keep these short, maybe 20 to 30 minutes long in length. As I mentioned earlier, it'll mostly be me and Laura, but we might have a guest here and there, so be on the lookout for new guests. We are super involved with our community, and the majority of our community lives within Discord, so wherever you're watching this, take a look at the show notes or description down below for a link to the Discord and come say hi, get to know us, and this is where we all kind of hang out. The reason I'm bringing up Discord is because if you want to hear us talk about something specific, let us know in Discord and we'll definitely turn it into a show. We typically record these podcasts about a week in advance, so let us know what you'd like to hear about and we'll try to make episodes for it. Now let's hop on over to the live streams. Some of you may know that I live stream every single Thursday at 12 p.m. CST over on Twitch, and the link will also be down below in the description, but it's twitch.tv/The Treehouse Show. I can't really tell you what I'm going to build every week because it's always different, and most of the time if no one in the chat has an idea of what I should build or we just can't figure it out, I'll use this random project generator that I built to generate a random project for me, and then I'll go and start building it. The streams are usually a lot of fun, and they vary between 3 to 6 hours long. Typically, if you have any opinions on how I'm coding or the color scheme I'm going with or the tech that I'm using, you can mention in the chat that you'd like me to do something specific, and more than likely I'll get it done. Even though I am the one live streaming, it seems to always be the chat that dictates how the stream goes, which I think is really cool. One really cool thing about the projects that I build on stream is that I always include the repository for the code afterward, and it's always public. So if there is a feature that I wanted to add, but I just didn't have enough time, or there's a couple of things kind of breaking the application, I'll usually create issues in the repo that you can go take a look at and fork the repo if you think you can handle it and submit a PR. We've had a few PR submissions lately, and it's been a lot of fun. And it's also got me thinking pretty much anything that I do, I'm going to try to create a public repo for. That way you guys can all work alongside with me and we can work as contributors to each other's projects. And speaking of contributing, let's hit the last topic that I wanted to talk about with the Treehouse Show, and that is the new 100 Days of Code series that we're going to be launching here pretty soon. Traditionally, 100 Days of Code means you start coding and you code for 100 days straight, and you talk about your progress, talk about what you're building, what you did for that day on social media or whatever community you're inside of. Obviously, if you want to follow along with us or you're a big fan of Team Treehouse, the Discord server is the best bet. We actually have a 100 Days of Code channel in there that people update as they work through their journey. The only difference between the standard 100 Days of Code journey that you might be familiar with and what I'm doing is that I won't be coding every single day. I take that back. I'm always coding. I do code every single day. But these videos will take a little bit of time to organize, structure, edit, and upload. So I'm just going to do these as often as I can, but at the end of the series, we will have 100 different projects, all of which you can contribute to. Some of these will be recorded through the live streams. Some of these will be recorded separately. And like I said, when the series is over, we're going to have 100 different projects. And the main reason that I'm including this inside of the Treehouse Show umbrella is because I want this to be a fun and engaging community activity. So if you've always wanted to take part in the 100 Days of Code series, but you always seem to fall off, or more often than not, you just can't think of what to build, follow alongside me. Every single project I build will probably need some sort of work added to it, whether it's a feature, a bug fix, or maybe I did not have enough time, so I built out a very, very basic, simple application. The repos will be public, and you're more than welcome to fork it down, add in your own feature, and submit it. So theoretically, you can contribute to every single project along the journey and complete your 100 Days of Code challenge with me. I think it's really, really cool, and I'm very excited to get this started, and I hope you guys want to follow along. I'll be posting every new video of the series inside Discord, as well as posting it on our YouTube channel, which will also be linked down in the show notes or description below, so make sure to check that out. But if you like the content that we're doing, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff on whichever platform you find us on. We're all over the place. One really, really cool thing about the 100 Days of Code series is that we are going to be doing a few giveaways throughout the series. There will be more details to come, so I can't talk too much about that yet. But just know that there's some free swag and maybe even a free tech degree in there for you at some point. But what I can promise you and what I can tell you right now is that in order to be entered into any of the giveaways that we do throughout the series, it's super simple. You just need to be a member in our Discord server, and you must contribute to at least one project between each giveaway. I will be going through every single PR that is submitted to any of the repos to take a look. And I'm going to be straight up. If you just changed one line of code, you're probably not going to be entered in to win the giveaway. We want you to actually try. So add a cool feature, change the color scheme, fix a bug, update the README, because I'm not really great at making and writing READMEs. But just give a little bit of effort and you'll be entered in. And we'll also announce the winners as often as we do the giveaways inside Discord. So make sure you're in there. Also, I should probably mention that I might need a ton of help from you guys. So 100 projects, that's a lot of projects. I can't even think of 10 right now. So if you guys want to see me build something specific for one of the 100 Days of Code, just let me know inside Discord. If I can't figure out something that I want to build, of course, I'll use the random project generator to generate me something that I can build for one of my days. But if you want to see something specifically built, this is your chance to kind of see it happen. Be on the lookout for more information very soon about this series. I cannot wait to get this started. I think it's going to be a ton of fun, and I've always wanted a way to kind of include the community with the work that I do, and I think that this is the best way to do it. As of right now, that about covers the Treehouse Show and everything that I do for the Treehouse Show. But everything changes, and the Treehouse Show could look totally different a year from now. So always be on the lookout for new updates that we make to this series. But as of now, the series includes the podcast, the live streams, and the upcoming 100 Days of Code series. And to be honest, that's all I really have for this episode. I just wanted to give a little bit of clarity on what the Treehouse Show actually is, because we have had a few questions since I started launching things under the Treehouse Show name. But before we end out this podcast episode for today, I just want to mention and shine some light on the Treehouse Code Adventures. The Treehouse Code Adventures is a new part of the site, and if you're familiar with Front-End Mentor, it's basically our version of it. It's a hub for all sorts of projects ranging from beginner, intermediate, to advanced. Choose an adventure that you'd like to tackle. We give you everything you need to build it, and you just build it yourself, and then you submit it. It's a really, really great way to practice alongside of your learning, as well as add some extra really cool projects to your portfolio. We're also adding new adventures all the time, so be on the lookout. We actually have a few new ones coming in the next few weeks, and I'm super excited about them. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And if you ever want to see me build one, I try once a month to build out a Treehouse Code adventure over on Twitch for one of my live streams. Tune into the live streams if you ever want to catch me trying to build out one of our code adventures. If you tackle a code adventure, let us know. If you're in Discord, there is a channel dedicated to the code adventures, so you can pop in anything you want in there. But if you post your progress on Twitter, Instagram, anything like that, be sure to tag us. We love seeing those things. But that's it for me for today. It's a super short episode. Be sure to check out next week's episode where we go over everything we've released so far this month and what's to come in the month of April. We're super excited. We have a lot of cool things coming, so stay tuned for that episode. Until next time, have fun and happy coding. So that wraps up the Treehouse Show podcast for today, and we hope you enjoyed the episode. What would you like to hear us talk about next? Be sure to join our community Discord server and let us know. Worth noting, if you want to give us a shot and learn a code, we've taught over 1.2 million developers and counting. You can set yourself up with a 7-day free trial just by heading on over to teamtreehouse.com. Until next time, have fun and happy coding.